Hey guys, welcome back. Your old buddy Tim here with my old buddy Stephen Allen from the mortgage firm, and we are talking about mortgages. How to get a mortgage? Do you have to have great credit to get a mortgage? What kind of mortgage is best for you? This is video 8 in this series, and this time we are talking about documentation. All right, I have found the house that I want. I need to get pre-approved, pre-qualified for a loan. What documentation do I need? Because I assume you're not going to take my word for anything.
Right.
What do I need to do?
All lenders are going to be different.
Okay.
So let me start
There's
off by
the disclaimer.
All lenders will be different. How the programs typically work in the mortgage industry is that you have guidelines that come out from Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and the government programs that will actually insure these loans and purchase them in some cases. What you then have are lender overlays or extra levels of underwriting that you must go through in order to get a loan. A lot of people offer different things. You have to have certain levels of assets available in order to qualify. You have to document that. Other cases, you have to have a certain amount of job history. You have to document that. With the mortgage firm, and what makes us so unique is we go straight off what guidelines state. So there's a system that's called Loan Prospector, and there's a system called Desktop Underwriter.
Okay.
When we run a loan through those systems for a approval, whatever the documentation states that we need is what we gather.
Okay. So what you need is being mandated by these systems that you are using to do underwriting.
You are correct. So in some cases, all we need is 1 month worth of a bank statement.
Okay.
In some other cases, we may not need a verification of employment because what is available now is something that's called Day One Certainty. With Day One Certainty, it's a great program because it allows you to actually validate income. So let's say somebody works at Walmart or they work at Boeing. We can put that information into the system, run it through a third-party source that we use, and validate their income. That means that we need no additional documentation.
So it's almost like an instant background check on their income.
On more than one occasion, I've done loans to where I've needed no additional documentation from a client other than a simple homeowner's insurance. It's really easy. So to say that there's a certain level of documentation, it's not technically the case, but for someone who is wanting to get a mortgage, I'll tell you the things that you'll want to look at. The 2-2-2 rule is what I go by.
Okay.
You want 2 years tax returns, 2 months bank statements, and you want the last 2 pay stubs, typically covering 1 month.
Okay.
So if you follow that 2-2-2 rule, there's almost every lender that can actually look at that information and be able to help you to qualify.
What about this? I've got a couple of clients. I work with a lot of entrepreneurs. And our bank statements and our tax records are a little different when we're entrepreneurs because really our goal is to kind of just break even every year, right? So how do you work with someone who doesn't have the pay stubs or doesn't show on their tax records that they made buku bucks? What do you do with those folks?
Well, a common thing is actually being able to show a loss on your taxes for tax liability reasons. We have programs such as our 12-month or 24-month bank statement program where all you need is 12 months worth of your bank statements.
Showing income, showing deposits.
We're not looking at anything else. We're not looking at your tax returns. We're not looking at any other items other than the business-related income that's coming into that account. And when we do that, we're able to build a loan for you and get you approved.
Okay. And that's great to know because, again, I work with a lot of folks that our goal is not to show that we make a lot of money. And some of us don't, but it's just, it's nice to have a way of looking back at the statements and getting through the process. If you need help working through this and gathering your documentation, Stephen, how do they get in touch with you?
You can give us a call at 256-705-3476 or go online to themortgagefirm.com/Huntsville. Very
good. And if I can do anything for you when it comes to real estate, you know where I am. I'm right here. And in this really sweaty office. It's hot. You notice?
It is hot.
It's not the hot air. it is boiling. Anyway, 256-679-0704, Tim@Revolved.com, or find me on the web, Revolved.com, or on Facebook. And so I think on the next video, we are going to talk about how to reduce the number of payments you make on your mortgage by putting a little extra in every time.
That's a great question.
All right. We're going to talk about that coming up. Stay tuned.